Hi, everybody. Welcome back to any of the fresh new faces, because I know there's quite a lot of you this time. Welcome for the first time. My name is Octo. First and foremost, I just want to say I'm very grateful for all of you to be here. There's a good 3,000 more people since the last Q&A, and that was 8 months ago. So I am forever grateful for the support for this channel, and I'm excited to see where things go from here. And I'm so glad to have all of you here for the ride. Anyway, since the last Q&A was 8 months ago, there are quite a few repeat questions, especially from all of these new faces. Some things are about the creative process, some things are just little silly stuff, which I love to see. Some things are, sort of personal questions. We'll see where we go with those. Give you a little glimpse into the personal life of the guy behind the audios. But yeah, without further ado, I'll jump into the questions. The first one is, how is your cat so perfect? You must be talking about my Henry. I'll get a picture of him up in just a second. Henry's a very good boy. Henry is a very sweet, loving little guy. And he is so, so cuddly. And he's so chunky. He's the biggest boy I've ever seen. And he's so ears. And I love him so much. Look at those ears. They can pick up signals from satellites. I love him so much, and I'm glad you guys love him too, because he loves you right back, believe me. Hoodies or sweaters? I'm gonna say hoodies. I have a lot of sweaters. I have some nice sweaters, and I really like them, but I don't wear them often because they're so pretty and I want to keep them in good condition. But I also have a lot of cute hoodies, and I am more inclined to wear hoodies more often. They're just a little more casual, and that's just how I dress. Lately, I've been more curious about dressing better. I own a lot of t-shirts and, like active wear. And, stuff that's not exactly presentable. And I'd like to change that up. I'm thinking I should invest in some corduroy or some button-down shirts, maybe. That's totally unrelated to the question, but anyway, the answer is hoodies. How do you go about creating new ideas for audios? Well, there's a few different ways about that. Sometimes I just think about what I would like to experience, and I flip the point of view of those fantasies and record them off the fly like that. Other times I will check out, every now and then someone will comment ideas for audios, which I appreciate very much. I don't exactly do scripts anymore. I used to do like little outline sort of scripts, and I would like to get back into that. But lately, I've been more just sort of rambling and improvising my audios. Feel free to tell me what you think is better, because I've ventured in so many different directions with my content, I feel like. And yet, I feel like a lot of my stuff is centered around affirmations or good boys or cuddles, you know, I know my audience. But still, give me some feedback. The next question is simply, can you answer this question? I guess so. Sorry for doing that voice. I bet you're a very nice person. But who knows? Maybe that's the voice you had in your mind when you asked. What do you think about guinea pigs? They're cute little guys. They're so rotund. Look at them. They're so round. I haven't had many close encounters with the guinea pigs to have a very strong opinion on them, but I do think they're very cute. They're nice little guys. You tell me, are they friendly? Or are they kind of skittish little creatures? I haven't had much experience with guinea pigs. I do like them though. Boy Kisser? Boy Kisser. Favorite song? My favorite song at the moment, I would say, is this one that Caroline Polachek just dropped a couple weeks ago. It's called Star Burned and Unkissed. I'm also liking the new Charlie XCX song, 360. Very, very sugary pop. I'd say my music taste mostly leans in the direction of pop, but I've also been listening to like random Kendrick Lamar songs. Not Like Us, obviously. Um, if you want to go back further in his discography, I would say Rigor Mortis is a good one. Who else have I been listening to lately? I've been trying to get into more hip hop because I haven't been giving it the respect it deserves. MF Doom. I like Hoe Cakes a lot. I love that it samples Sweet Love by Anita Baker. Um, what else? Totally different vibe, but I've been listening to a lot of Sufjan Stevens as of late. I like those long song titles. I will never get it right. Give me a second. Okay, I had to look it up, and this isn't even his longest song title. The predatory wasp of the Palisades is out to get us. That's the name of the song. The entire Illinois album. Mwah. But that song in particular, it makes me cry every single time. Go listen to it. I also really love Ethel Cain. I, of course, love her song Crush. I'd say that's her most popular song. Thoroughfare is another good one. I'm pretty sure I said it last time in the other Q&A, but Paramore, my favorite band ever. Lately, I'm really liking You First off their newest album. So, so good. They did a really good cover recently of Burning Down the House by Talking Heads. There's quite a few good songs you can listen to. Make a little playlist. Next question, though. How do you reassure us so well? Again, I know my audience. Yeah. Again, I just think of things that I want to be told and things I would like to tell boys, and that's where I go. That's where I go with it. I just know what people like to hear. I know what boys like. I know what guys want. I know what boys like. Sorry. Any favorite slash comfort TV or cartoon shows you still liked? Do you guys remember the audio I made where I mentioned Shrek 2? I know that's a movie, but it just had its 20th anniversary, so I have to give it a shout out again. Shrek 2. Other than that, in terms of cartoons that I liked as a kid, um, The first couple seasons of Pokemon, that's very nostalgic for me. Favorite subject in school, also how many languages do you speak? Uh, Back in high school, I really loved taking a psychology class. Um, I really wanted to know how the brain worked, and then I realized I just wanted to know how my own brain worked. I was mentally ill. As for how many languages I speak, I've tried and tried to learn other languages, but I took German in high school for 4 years. I don't remember a lick of it. I'm picking up a little bit of Spanish from my real life job, but I can't speak a full sentence yet. I know some random, pretty basic phrases in Spanish. Um, and I tried to do Czech on Duolingo unsuccessfully for 1 month, and I gave up. It's got too many different forms of too many different words, and no, sorry, folks. But yeah, I only really fluently speak my native language, which would be English. Cat boys or dog boys? Alternative answer, lizard boys. All viable options, but might I suggest bunny boys? Huh? Huh? Bunny. Hmm. Hmm. Please. Please let me choose bunny boys. Would you make videos that follow a storyline, a certain character, and different episodes? I've dabbled in that in the past. I have my ghost boy Silas, which I've wanted to make another video about him, but I just don't know where to take it. We'll see where we go with that. And I have the so far 2-part series of the like friends to lovers, like roommate audio, uh, if that counts for that sort of thing. I saw a comment once recently on the roommate audio, and someone said that I should make it a part 2. They said that it was my best work, my magnum opus, if you will. And it got me thinking, like, I really should make some second parts to earlier audios and things like that. So, we'll see. Do you have a favorite ASM artist that also does M4M/M4A content? I'll be honest, lately I don't listen to a lot of roleplay audios, but I will always shout out my friends in the community. Fig is up there. Joe Mama ASMR is up there. Maury Audio. I remember in my 2000 subscriber Q&A, someone else asked me what creators I listen to, and I have a good list of creators there. There's too many people to name, though. Lately, I've been getting into EG ASMR. I'll link his channel. His audios aren't really boyfriend roleplays, typically, but they are very, very good ASMR. And I also like this channel I just found the other day. Their name is Mocha Channel ASMR, and they are more cuddly sort of vibes, similar to my own. I'll link both of those channels. Very good stuff. But yeah, if you want a good list, just find the 2K subscriber Q&A on my channel, and you'll find some really good creators there. Do you fuck with Skibbity Toilet? Be so for real right now. Ah, thank you for your submission. I'm gonna have to say no. I'm sorry if that displeases you. But next, why and when did you consider doing ASMR content? Um, hello, traffic. Anyway, I want to say my first audio was recorded on Valentine's Day in 2023. And I'd been wanting to start for a long time before that. Um, I have owned a Blue Yeti mic for years, and it's because I wanted to get into content like this for a very long time. I've been an enjoyer of ASMR in general, whether it's roleplay audios or more like sleep focused sound assortments. I've liked those sorts of things for over 10 years. So, I just enjoyed the content myself. I figured it's easy enough to create, but it still takes a little bit of work, and I would like to see if I could do it. And apparently I can. So here I am. Next question is, given all the good boy and puppy boy praise kind of videos, I wonder, are you a furry? I am a bunny. But yeah, I wouldn't say I'm involved enough in the furry community to call myself one. And at the same time, I mean, anthropomorphic animals are pretty cool. So, who's to say I'm not one? Goes without saying, furries are very welcome here, and I might as well say that I am one too. Hobbies aside from ASMR. I consider myself, and I'm going to sound so snobby saying this, but I am more or less a creative person. I love playing music. I like to sing. I'm quite a gamer. I'm a Nintendo boy, but I love gaming. As everyone here knows, my channel name comes from my love for the Bayonetta series. That's why I'm Umbran Octo. Um, but yeah, those would be my two biggest hobbies. Um, just music and gaming. Life or death question. Cat boys or dog boys? Listen, bucko. Give me bunny boys or give me death. Didn't consider that one, did ya? What's your nationality? I am an American. I'm a US citizen. When you do your audios, do you script them or do you improvise on the spot? That's another one I answered a little earlier in my little rambles. I do a little bit of both. Lately, I've been improvising, but I have also written little sort of scripts, if you would call it one. I do more like an outline and I branch out my thoughts from there. I improvise on an outline more than an actual script. What are your plans for the future? Do you want to stick to the kind of content you make right now or experiment around with new themes and equipment? My plans for the future are to get out one audio a month at the moment, because I, as with every other creative endeavor, find myself in a bit of a creative rut, and that's just a regular thing that I've come to accept. I would like to eventually get on a better, more regular content schedule, like once every other week, even like 2 audios a month. Um, I would like to experiment a little bit with characters and world building in that, but I also know what my audience likes, and they like the cuddles and they like the sleep aids and that sort of thing. So, I would like to find a good balance eventually. That's a good way to sum all of that up. This is probably going to be a common question, but are you a furry? Everyone thinks I'm a furry. I didn't mean to say that in such a derogatory way. Oh my gosh. But yeah, you could say that. When you are feeling down, what do you usually do to cheer yourself up? Take a nap. Depression nap. Go to sleep. Sleep it all away. I also like a good nature walk. That's a good one. What physical and personality traits do you look for in a man? um, I wouldn't say I have a type exactly, but I do like tall guys. I'm a moderately tall guy myself, so I'm pretty taken when a guy is much taller than me. I like uh I like goofy boys. I like nerdy boys. It's hard to pick apart physical traits that I prefer over other ones, honestly. But I just like pretty boys. I like when a guy isn't afraid to have feminine aspects, whether it's how he talks or how he dresses or whatever else. I like guys that are a little nerdy. I like guys that are passionate and hardworking, you know, ambitious, but also not afraid of some cuddles and hand holds and kisses, little or big spoon, head pats. I like a cuddly boy. I like a guy that is supportive and very loving and very lovable, who reminds me that I'm worthy of love, reminds me that I'm lovable. I think that's my type. What's your go-to comfort food? Maybe not lately because it's been almost summery weather where I live, but chicken soup has to be my go-to. You know, a good chicken and veggie soup. You can't go wrong. It's warm and comforting. You can feel it warming up your belly when you eat it. It's so definitely some good soup. The next person asks, how do you do the femboy voice? Well, if I'm honest, I'm a little out of practice. But I can tell you that it's not just about raising the pitch of your voice. I like to make my femboy voice just a little sleepy, a little raspy. It's kind of hard to explain, honestly. It's not really a natural placement for me, but sometimes my voice just go up there if I'm in the right mood. It's hard to explain, honestly. But the next question, if I can loosen my throat back up again now. uh, who exactly is a good boy? You. Hopefully, also myself. This is so super serious. Would you rather meet a dragon or meet a dinosaur of your choice? P.S. They're both very nice and they won't eat you. Well, I'm not sure how convinced I am in that last part, but a dinosaur sounds nice. What kind of dinosaur is it? That's the deciding factor. Is it a stegosaurus? Is it a T Rex? I'm not exactly a paleontologist. I don't know these things. You gotta help me out here, man. Do you have any stories about your cat that you'd like to share? Well, of course I do. Just recently I was thinking about when my family first got Henry as a kitten. At the time, we had an older cat, which we also had since he was a kitten, and his name was Billy. And he grew up to be this big, chonky boy, just like Henry is today. And when Henry was a kitten, he would use Billy's body as a pillow. They would sleep together that way, and it was adorable. But it had me thinking because nowadays, Henry will use everything as a headrest or a pillow. I would say 50% of the photos I take of Henry, he's using something as a pillow, whether it's a wall or one of my plushies or myself. He sleeps that way, and it's so cute. I love it so much, and I never made the connection until recently that maybe that's why Henry uses everything as a pillow, because it reminds him of Billy. And that's very sweet to me. Bunny Boys asking for a friend. Finally, we're at the second to last question in this Q&A, and someone finally shows some support for the Bun Boys. Bunny Boys, we got to start showing out. Yes, Bunny Boys, answering for a friend. You're my friend now. Chicken tenders or chicken nuggets is the last question. And I'm going to have to be normal and say chicken nuggets. Who in their right mind would choose chicken tenders? Spicy chicken nuggets, that's my answer. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to have a lot of rambling to cut out. But it was fun to record this. I always like, sort of engaging on a more personal level, just a little bit. On that note, thanks for all those questions. And thanks for 8,000 subscribers. Thanks for almost 9,000 subscribers. It's seriously so amazing. Thank you so much. Every single one of you. I really need to get some sleep. So, this is where I'm ending it. See you at 10K. All right. Bye.